Okay, wait, hold up. Hold up. Any full screen application. Yeah. Well, okay, it's not that the webcam's not working right now. It's, okay, hold on, there we go, I think now we got it working. Whoa. That's not supposed, oh, wait, I see why, I see why! There we go! It's more that we have a bunch of good, the back over there is getting, worked on right now, so if I turn on my webcam, you would just see all of that in the background, so it's just easier to, do a, no-cam, stream for the night as well, so.
How we do the incognito.
Oh, hey Sophie, how's it going?
I popped in for dog.
For doggo.
The whole
Ah.
dog.
Okay, I'm just noticing, I feel like I got turned down the game again because Freedom Plant 1 audio is so weird. I think it's like down to 2. Okay, also, hold on. Are you guys getting something? Okay, yeah, Brandon, I know. Okay, are you guys noticing a bit of, like, weird audio on left and right? Okay, no, it looks like it's fixed now, I think maybe my headphones were unplugged in that way?
I just saw what you posted on stream. No, bad.
No, it's gonna be like, look at Milla, look, she's fine! Look! She's fine! Now, it has actually been a hot minute since I last played as Milla. I do kind of remember the basics of it. Okay, there's that, and that, and there was that. Yeah, alright. I remember my stuff now. Though Milla now also has a story mode. I don't think I've ever actually been through her story mode at all, so I do not know the context for this level at all.
I actually did go through the story mode. I think he or she is she's essentially trying to find materials for a potion.
Ah, okay. I gotta turn it down again. Freedom Planet 1, why are you so damn loud? I hope that's fixed in the sequel for how loud it is at pace, my gosh. But yeah, I just got off of work a little bit ago, and also, I just wanted to inform you guys, Jack X review-wise is going, like, astonishingly smooth at this point. Like, I'm almost, like, I think I'm, like, 2/3 of the video done already at this point. Like, it's going by quick, this one. I still need to do, like, all my fancy edits and stuff like that, but, like, in terms of, the, like, all the base, video stuff, like, I'm almost done at this point. It's, like, crazy fast.
That's what motivation gets to you?
I guess. Just like a year. What the fuck? I'm not sure what happened there.
I feel it's fitting because, okay, I just put up the cutscene now. She is getting stuff to make a feather process so she can fly high up in the sky to find her mommy and daddy.
Do we tell her?
Nah,
She's fine. I think that's the joke of this stream, is that she'll be fine.
I do want to share this this precious face Milla does in one of the cutscenes.
Oh. Cute. But yeah, in terms of the other stuff, Daxter script is also done, and I am currently recording, Lost Frontier right now, and then after that, I'm done with Jack and Daxter. I can move on to other stuff. Like, back to the DR2 mines at that point. But how are the rest of you guys doing in chat tonight? I did get off of work a little bit ago.
I am just trying to balance. I want to work on things on my own, and then I gotta get school stuff done.
How did the Halloween stuff go earlier today?
So, my original idea was I found that they have adult-sized Mirabelle stuff at Spirit Halloween. I get there, they say they were sold out because it was kind of funny because the way the register said that is like they essentially only got like 2 adult Mirabelle costumes.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, we get 2 adult Mirabelle costumes, but yet we have like these 10 series of cheerleader outfits no one's buying. So yeah, I was trying to see if I could get an order, but not only are they all sold out, but apparently the only store that has it is like a half an hour away.
Whoa.
Like, I don't think I'm that committed to finding get that costume right now, so I just have to search for alternatives. It also reminds me, Halloween shopping is expensive.
Yeah,
For, like,
I haven't done Halloween like what the?
Oh no!
Milla, what happened, girl? What happened?
That feather potion's working a little too well then. Literal feathers.
But yeah, like I haven't done like Halloween like outfits or stuff like that in a really long time. Mostly because I used to go to Youmacon a lot back in the day. I had not fallen for that again. But Youmacon was usually like Halloween weekend or like bleeding into the first week of November. So that was kind of Halloween a lot of the time. But since I don't really go there anymore and I don't actually do much on Halloween now at this point, no real need for costumes or stuff like that. Yeah,
we have an event on Friday, and my professor said we can dress up on Monday, so it's like, might as well. Unfortunately, my Kyrie costume is back home, so I can't do that.
The KH2 one for that?
Yeah, because they have yet to update them for the 3 look. I just find it funny at that point.
And they'll have the 3 look right when KH4 Kyrie becomes a thing at that point.
I think it's just more so funny because there used to be the KH stuff everywhere, and that's how and now I only found like 1 Riku costume.
Of 2, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like, no offense to the modeler, but that is certainly a choice of wig for a kid.
Yeah. It's always something about, like, the spirit of Halloween, like, ones of, like, clear anime characters and stuff like that. The wigs they get for, like, those photo shoots are fucking hilarious kind of deal on them.
No, I saw a bunch of amusing Naruto-looking ass ones.
Oh, I think the Sage one that you posted in our chat earlier had me laughing my ass off when I saw that one.
I think the funniest one I found was that they have avatar costumes, and because and for Aang, they're just like, here, take this mask. Just literally no ball cap, just like a mask of Aang with the outfit. They did have a good guitar one I was tempted to buy. I was actually kind of sad because they had like these good, like, they had like these Scooby-Doo ones. I'm like, dang it, there's no Velma. That would have been so easy.
Sage form, Brandon.
He becomes the one with the fox and goes his own version of Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I am at least forever grateful that the Bod Ross stuff is still coming through.
It will never go away.
I think the funniest part is that they have like so many Fortnite costumes, and there's so much that they actually have to put them on clearance because like, please just buy one. I was immediately tempted, but I'm not. But nah.
You don't even play the game.
I mean, they had one that's like a pink jumpsuit that looks kind of nice, but at the same time, that doesn't look like a Halloween.
I'm guessing it's just all their OCs and stuff like that from Fortnite for them. The ones
But
you
yeah,
can't buy, yeah, the ones you can't get anymore because Battle Pass.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of funny because all the other things are like the 40s and 50s, and this was just like basically $10.
But yeah, also because we're gonna be wrapping Freedom Play up, the next playthrough is gonna be starting soon. I maybe have mentioned it a few times, but it is going to be a blind run of Pokemon Moon. At this point, I got the emulator and stuff like that all ready to go for that. So I don't know what date yet. I'm just seeing what day works for everybody right now first before I hard commit to something. But I will post in the Discord and stuff like that when we have a definitive date on that. As for what I'm doing for the second game, because Little Nightmares is also wrapping up, I'll get back to you on that.
We're working on it.
Get on it. 'Cause I don't think we're not ready for... I do not want to do 2 RPGs back to back. No. Or at the same time, rather. No, that's gonna burn us the hell out.
But yeah, this was the, I think it was like the Zoe one. They had like 20 of them on clearance. It was hilarious. And like, it's cute, but also that doesn't look very Halloweenish.
That looks like you're a clerk at a candy store kind of deal on that one.
Yeah, I did eventually just resign myself to this I think Spirit Halloween's version of like a Kanjaria.
Ah.
I was tempted to get the Powerpuff Girls one. Even though it's less of a cosplay and more of like, this is a fun banner thing, which it was also funny because for the Powerpuff Girls they just added in like their eyes as like sunglasses.
I'm just gonna imagine like the episode with like the really beefcake like costumes kind of deal with the giant ass heads.
I don't know if this was better than the bobbleheads or not.
I mean, Jacob, maybe one day I'll do P5. I feel like I would probably play base P5 over Royal personally, but I'm not saying no to that, but it would definitely be a commitment on that. So
For like a stream series, or?
Oh yeah, for a stream series. Also, hi Debbie.
Hi.
Debbie jump scare. Hello. How are you doing this evening, Debbie?
Not gonna lie, kind of stupid.
Alright, tell the story.
Alright, so okay, so we had a big dinner as a family tonight. Like, my sister came over, she brought the baby, everything was great. And my mom had just gotten this like apple cider like bourbon whiskey not too long ago.
This can only end well.
And like, I tried it the other day and it's fantastic. It's like, that's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get a small little bit to cap off the dinner. It's gonna be fine. Then my brother enters the scene, and he peeks around the corner. He's like, "Yo, you should take 4 shots of that." I'm like, "All right, bet."
Oh no! Oh no!
So I've been tipsy for about the past 40 minutes.
Oh no! No, we got drunk Debbie on stream. Oh no!
Tipsy. There's a difference. No, believe me, if I was drunk, you'd definitely be able to tell.
But yeah, I think also I don't know if there's gonna be sub night this week. Mostly just because I've been told this Sunday is going to be our tech night for Extra Life for the Crash Bandicoot event we're having very soon. So depends on how much I will need to be on call for that.
What's the event called? Crash Team Racing?
Crash Team Racing. Yeah, that's what it's called this year. Yeah.
Alright, who came up with that one?
I don't know for who was the actual one to name the event on that one.
Well, whoever did, they're a genius.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Crash 4 for that one. I think alongside Linky for that too. I think is what the current plan is. So
You poor bastards.
well, no, we're not 100% yet. We're just playing it normally.
Oh, you poor bastards.
What?
those later levels, man. Those are asshole levels.
It also helps we both have PS5s, so we don't have to wait on load times, and that game is surprisingly fast when you don't have to sit for the load screens on that.
Oh yeah. You get PS5 load screens in that game, and it's
it's
amazing.
The pacing is a lot better because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Brandon, a lot of games are turning 30 as well, so.
Don't remind me. Most of the GameCube library is already turning 20 through like last year, this year.
Yeah, for Crash, it's 26 this year. Yeah, because it came out the same year as me, so yeah.
It came out the same year as you?
Yeah, 1996.
You could have just said, oh yeah, it was the year I was born. No, that is the year I was packaged, shipped out, and delivered to my parents' house. And I've been everyone's trouble ever since.
What? I'm not lying.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it's a 9-month processing period, so getting the package.
Back orders are a bitch.
And you know, sometimes they accidentally send you 2, and it's not one of those things you can exactly return.
The stork from Yoshi's Island knows that.
I have been working on a secret editing project that I'm hopefully finishing up soon.
Ooh.
Like, if everything goes to plan, I might have a preview of what it is up on either Thursday or Friday.
Is it related to a certain blue rodent of the fast variety?
Maybe. I don't know.
Alrighty then.
Related to a rat! But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if soon we end up doing a Kirby Extra Life day at some point.
Oh.
I think if I ever do my own Extra Life, I want to do one on on a bunch of PS2 games kind of deal. I think we talked about doing that before I got roped into the Johnny stuff kind of deal on that. I was like, oh, you know what, this works.
You know what? It's fine. I'm okay.
And thankfully, I only have one game this year, so maybe I can actually adjust my sleep schedule to that. So yeah. I think I was part of like 3 games last time, and it was like, yeah, I had like a 2-hour nap period, and then we were like ready to go at like, what, like 4 in the morning or something like that on that one.
Oh lord.
So which character is this?
This is Milla.
Milla. I've heard she's the hard mode of this game.
Close. Yes, kind of no. She tends to have harder times with boss fights and stuff like that, but I personally think she's kind of the intermediate one, mostly because she has the flutter kind of deal, so she can fly over a lot of obstacles. You tend to have a little bit of harder time with bosses because she's definitely a more defensive character. I'd say Carol is honestly probably the hardest one out of all of them.
Okay, that guy who just took that crystal, that was totally just a freaking Sonic character.
Oh yeah, oh it is. It is. Full on, he is just a shadow clone. Voiced by the tree from voiced by Rivali from Breath of the Wild.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean Chiplock. Yeah.
Did you know that he was? Did you know that he was freaking Noob Saibot in MK11?
Yeah, that was one of those. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like that convinced me. Like, okay,
I mean,
This man,
Sean's
this
been
man
doing
has-
voice
this man
work
has
for a
range.
long time, but it's always still one of those. I'm always really surprised by his vocal range and what he shows up in a lot of the time.
Yeah, like he's a damn good voice actor.
Yeah.
Though. I love his work. He does a really good job of making Rivali sound like an asshole.
Asshole!
I mean, he's. Whenever I hear that, I always keep thinking of the Star Fox Zero short of just Falco throwing the game. Ah, dang it! Ah! It's one of my favorite clips of all time because it's so multi-useful.
Okay, I don't know if I found like the greatest image ever created or the most cursed freaking thing I've seen all week.
What?
It's like a little-
What?
Guys, guys like Crocs wearing Crocs.
Oh my god.
It's
Oh
amazing.
my. Look at my fucking
Big
drip!
alligator. I know, but they build you later.
It is a picture of Vector wearing Crocs. Make of that what you will.
I need to find that old, like Crocodile Wednesday video. I love that.
Hey yo, Vector, can I swipe them Crocs off you? I need them for my Halloween costume.
Why do you need Crocs for your Halloween costume for?
Endgame Thor.
Ah.
My Stormbreaker's just kind of been sitting in the closet for the past 3 weeks. Like,
Is that your walking stick?
no, it's not. No, it's not my walking stick.
Had to, had
It's
to clear up
very
my,
short.
Walking
my
stick.
because they've been keeping up so much dust I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, my baby.
So yeah, I got a new invention for you. It's called the walking stick. As you can see from this diagram, it's a gun.
was that from Badly Stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds familiar. I feel like...
I originally got that from like an old bit from a YouTube video I watched a while ago. I'm like, this is funny. I'm gonna see if other people think it's funny, and I guess it landed.
It's a gun. I feel like that's come up a lot when we play Badly Stupid, but it's a gun.
it's a walking stick.
We just keep beating around the bush until everything just becomes a gun. I
would
still
like
think
to-
my thing for like the auction minigame the other day was the fucking best I have ever done at Jackbox.
Oh my god,
For context, okay,
we
for
gotta play that on stream.
Oh man, I wish it was on stream, that one. But for reference, it's a game where basically you're given a bunch of useless junk and you gotta sell it to other people, like to make them appraise it high. And I had a just a like garbage like black wing kind of deal, and I said it was from the long lost Sifrif. Kind of deal, his lost wing, and he claimed himself as Genova's witness. That one made everybody lose their shit at that point.
This is like from the
He's a Genova's witness.
Oh god.
That's why everyone lost their shit at that point.
I can just
There we
imagine.
go, there we
I
go.
can
He's
just
dying,
imagine.
he's dying, guys.
I can just imagine Sephiroth walking door to door dressed up like a little old grandma. Like, excuse me, I'm a Genova's witness. Do you have time to talk about our Lord?
I more now have the idea in my head of him as a Mormon missionary, but for Genova. Just like with the white shirt, the black tie, everything.
He's got his hair all nice and neat.
It's all like in a neat like hair bun kind of deal.
He just knocks on the door. Excuse me. Hey, can I interest
Howdy,
you in
howdy,
being a
howdy.
Genova's witness?
Dude, Jackbox is good.
As you can
That's what I
see, as you can see in the book of Genesis.
Okay, what? Okay.
If I just clip this as if I just clip this of Tebby freaking out over Jehovah's Witness, can I just
when Temmie said that, I thought it was like something where somebody posted like Sonic as a missionary of the like book of Genesis.
No, we are not going there. No, that is banned. Anything with Sonic X Catholicism is banned from the everywhere.
Wait, capitalism?
Like Catholicism? Not capitalism. Catholicism.
Christianity.
Any Christianity, you do not know what brings. No.
Oh yeah, I've seen the dark side. I've ironically seen the dark side of that part of the internet, and it is weird.
Well, we can talk about Kirby and Christianity. That's totally fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Weird.
Admittingly, I kind of hope he doesn't do the joke. Terminal montage doesn't do the joke again. Mostly because I don't think you're beating the fucking Prince of Egypt part of the Kirby 64 one.
Oh no, he peaked. He peaked.
Like, that's the best one, and I feel like we are a stage away from it just being straight up Christianity propaganda at this point. Like, we are dangerously close at this point. What?
Oh, so I guess The Simpsons are doing a Death Note parody soon?
Yeah, for their Halloween Treehouse of Horror, but it's being animated by the studio that did the original Death Note. Is like the crazy
And
part of
that
it.
is hilarious to me.
I appreciate the commitment.
The thing is, one of the artists that I follow always had like this joke of putting Simpsons into any kind of anime film and stuff like that, and he is laughing his ass off at this. Like, I've been unintentionally doing this for years. Like, my time has come at this point.
I would like to raise awareness of this Kermit the Frog.
Oh, from Mirrorverse?
From Mirrorverse?
Yeah,
It's amazing!
I feel like at some point I want to have a stream like going through like that and Fusion Fall and like ranking the designs kind of deal.
I'm down.
Did Nick ever have their own equivalent of like a Fusion Fall kind of deal? I don't think they did.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Chat, do you guys know if they did?
Do the research for us, chat.
Because if they did, we can throw that into there too.
So it's kind of a shame it's essentially restricted as a mobile game.
Why is all the cool shit a mobile game, man?
That's what's marketable now.
I mean, with Mirrorverse, it's like some of them are like, why? But then there's like, unironically, a design that slaps out of nowhere, and you're like, wait a minute. Kind of deal. Hold up.
Oh shit! Wrong brush.
Oh yeah, Tumblr 1A, right?
So as of tomorrow, we will be 2 weeks out from Game of the Year. I'm excited.
Kirby's already out, man.
You, my friend, have not discovered the greatness that is God of War.
I mean, I thought the original one was okay, kind of deal. I'm not too excited for Ragnarok, but maybe at some point.
I know Stefan's sitting down and playing it right now.
I enjoy the story.
Honestly, with the bosses in God of War, I get kind of like the same thrill that I do with like Kingdom Hearts super bosses. So it scratches that very specific itch for me.
I I think it was God of War that finally got me into someone reading the like Rick's like Norse mythology books, and it's actually pretty good.
It does a better job of that than it did with the Olympian gods, I'll say that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, original God of War. Like, I at least respect the new God of War more on that. I was never a big fan of original series God of War, I will definitely say.
Okay, to focus on the game a bit, I do like this change for Milla.
Yeah, that's definitely one of her harder fights because of the whole play mechanic on that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so happy.
Nothing bad will happen.
I do like the if you know the twist for God of War's ending, it recontextualized most of the myth in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once I found out the ending, my jaw hit the floor.
I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good.
I did love the fake tweet going around saying like there was leaked footage of the fight and stuff like that. It had like the clash between Kratos and Thor. Kratos gets hit once and then goes into Fortnite and him just building a fucking skyscraper out of nowhere.
I love that video so much.
I just love how fast it transitions between them. It's like my favorite part of it. But yeah, I think most of my games are pretty much done. I think Freedom Plan 2 is the really only other game I plan on picking up for right now, kind of deal. So
I think for me, it's God of War and Sonic Frontiers. It's like it's like I think I'm with Edie and Warbot right now, where I'm like, you know, at this point I think the game's gonna be at least good. Now it's just a matter of, okay, when I actually start playing it, is it gonna be better than that, about the same, or what?
yeah, I think my big fear is right now on combat. That's the big thing that I'm kind of worried about with the game. I think more than anything else. I hear that boss fights and stuff like that will be fine, but I was definitely feeling what Johnny was saying of like, when I see that combat, I just think of Shadow from 06 kind of deal. And, like, that's what worries me, is just, like, all of it is just going to be mashing the A button a hell of a lot, kind of deal.
Yeah, I do know that, like, once you start unlocking some of the later, like, combat upgrades where he does, like, all the flashy shit, there are specific button combinations that you have to do to activate those.
I was immediately thinking when me and Tyler were looking at Kazuya's moveset, and we were just like, please don't let the 10-hit combo just be all A. Please don't let the 10-hit combo be all A. And we're just like, God damn it, when it actually came up.
It was just A.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Roxas, you really can't make... You trying to make Shadow's combat in 06 better is to not have Shadow in 06's combat kind of deal. All it is just mashing A. That's all it is. That's why Shadow's the least interesting character in that game out of the three main.
Actually, out of curiosity, did you play the most recent PO6 demo?
Shadow in it? The one with Shadow and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of the same with Shadow that you felt in retail, or?
I'm pretty much the same when it comes to Shadow and stuff like that. I have way more faith in Silver, because, like, we did get to play Silver before, and, like, he feels so radically different kind of deal.
He's actually fun. He's actually fun.
I'm curious what he's gonna do with Amy, for that, like...
It already looks like she's getting a more reliable hammer swing.
Yeah!
Yay!
Because, guys, like, I feel like if you guys have watched a few of my reviews, you guys kind of know if a game's combat is really boring, dull, or repetitive kind of deal, that usually knocks you a lot of points on your overall tally for me. It doesn't kind of matter the genre. Like, boring combat can just make a game drag its ass off for me. So, like, I feel like that's when it's like, oh, we're gonna put in this big combat system. I'm always like, having like an eyebrow raised for me, like, are you now? Or is it just gonna drag the pace of the game down?
She's like, is it though?
Especially if you're an RPG, God, you do not want me to make it so I'm actively avoiding every battle in an RPG. Please don't be that.
This has been a We Do It RPG TED Talk.
Persona 5 Royal available now.
Yeah, did you see that Ty ended up picking up the
Oh yeah, because he was talking it with me. He was like, I'm probably not gonna buy the game for $60. He was like, but I got a trip to Florida soon, and it's like, fuck, it's really tempting.
The justifications, I love it.
I just told him like, hey, if you do it after Kamoshida's Palace, crank that shit to harder, higher after that point. That's my recommendation on it.
I feel I have less of game years and more, so how big do I want my wish list for games now?
How big is my Christmas list gonna be this year?
I still want to actually get to play Live Alive, even though I kind of already know what that game has to offer.
I also want to play it. I just want to be able to play it without Square Enix getting on my ass.
I think I just learned I'm just really into that tile play set. And also the fact that, okay, how do you do these super bosses in this game?
Oh man, I'm already playing like 5 RPGs right now. I don't need another one.
Yeah,
that's not even counting.
You finished the remake.
Yeah, I did finish remake. My dumbass started Dream Team.
Dream Team.
So, and jeez.
How far did you get into Strikers?
I want to say I was on Palace 4, or no, what are they called? Dungeons?
It was Jails.
Jails.
Did you finish the one starring Yusuke for that one? Did you actually finish it?
That was the guy that was the author, right?
The author, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the Haru one at that point, probably 3.
And the
that was the ice one.
Well, I did. I think I'm up to the like kind of spacey looking one. It's like the one where the guy's like a superhero. It was like Jail 4 or 5.
Actually, okay, you're
okay, yeah, no, you are actually pretty far in at that point.
I just gotta sit down and keep playing it.
Yeah, oh wait, if it's like Future-y and stuff like that, I think that might be the like second to last jail, I think?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so actually you are really damn close to finishing that up.
Yeah, so I gotta push through, but I gotta record my script tomorrow, so I'm probably not gonna be able to sit down and play it. I told myself I was gonna record the script today, and then I get a text and I'm like, it says, make sure you take the trash down, make sure you spend the day doing dishes. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, I make sure I record my scripts early in the day, kind of deal. And preferably, like, before I gotta do anything else. That way my voice is, like, primed, ready to go, and it's not having a fit in the middle of it, kind of deal.
Yeah, do you have, like, a pre-recording ritual? Like, do you drink or eat anything beforehand?
I make sure to try and not have any soda, have a little bit I usually have a vitamin water with me, or if my voice is feeling a little hard, maybe have, like, a bit of, hot apple cider I normally have, because we have that for, like, my Keurig.
Well, the only apple cider we have is the alcoholic variety, so I think I'm gonna stay away from that one.
But it's either that, or I'll just do, like, some vocal, like, some singing exercises, like, just to kind of, like, warm up my voice a little bit so it doesn't... The hardest part, I think, when recording is getting all my damn voice my damn voice cracking all the time.
I feel that.
Yeah, like half of my takes I had to take out because there's a voice crack in the middle of it. Because my voice is just naturally really high.
Yeah, like, I know there were a couple of voiceovers that I had to do for school, and I had to do like 2 to 7 takes on each one, just because, like, I get very nitpicky about how my voice sounds.
Yeah.
You know? So I think whenever I do get this recorded, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the straight shot, redo anything I absolutely have to, but I can't be super duper nitpicky about what the hell is in your webcam thing right now?
So, in Freedom Planet, one of the final bosses is they kidnap Milla and turn her basically into the dog from FMA kind of deal.
See if I know what FMA dog is.
Yeah, well, it's just like, just turn her into like an abomination kind of deal. And because I can't turn my webcam on because they're finishing construction in the back kind of deal, I just put that there because I can.
Ah, makes sense.
But yeah, to the other RPGs you were playing, Dream Team, Spy Strikers, Rise.
Rise, and
What's the other one?
okay, maybe it's 3 RPGs then.
Okay. And to be fair, if you're in that far in Strikers, that's not too much more to go on that.
Yeah,
So.
I should be able to knock that out. So, hold on, let me look through my party and see, or not my party, look through my library and see if I'm playing anything else.
I have been recently getting back into like voiceover dubs to help out some friends who stuff, and it's like the thing about when recording for me is one my Audacity has a slight delay, so sometimes I would read up a line, it's perfect, but it got cut out at the beginning. I'm like, dang it, I got.
I try not to pause my recordings or anything like that because of shit like that. I just record the entire thing and then I edit after, because I just find that easier to deal with on that.
It might work better for me since I'm doing like actual like voice lines from a script, so I have to take multiple takes regardless.
I mean, Roxas Dungeon 4 is not much of anything, honestly, because that's the lab on that one. Yeah, that dungeon's kind of it's okay, but it's like half a dungeon, honestly, in P5S.
Yeah, it's half a dungeon.
Yeah, because the next real dungeon is Dungeon 5 on that. But yeah, you were saying something about Dream Team before I cut you off.
Oh, Jesus, God. Okay, do you guys mind? I got a bitch for a minute.
Go ahead. I know exactly what you're gonna bitch about.
Alright, so, little context. Like, you know, I didn't grow up with Superstar, I didn't grow up with Superstar Saga or Partners in Time. I grew up with Bowser's Inside Story and Dream Team. For the longest time, those were the 2 ones that I played. I remember the first time I played Dream Team and the second time I played Dream Team. I loved the game. Absolutely loved it. Going back to it now, oh my god, this game's pacing sucks dick.
Yeah,
it's so slow.
That's why I think out of the Mario and Luigi series, I think Dream Team is actually my least favorite one because it is like the least fun one to play out of all of them.
Like, don't get me wrong. Battle mechanics, mwah, perfect. Boss fights, amazing. But just the pacing is all like, if the pacing's not slow as hell, it's constantly being slowed down by a bunch of unnecessary shit.
Tutorials, my god.
Oh my god, the worst fucking tutorials in the entire series. It's awful. For some reason, they decided, okay, you know, we're gonna give Mario and Luigi separate bros attacks, but we're gonna give both of them the shell attack. Why? Why? It's so counterproductive and stupid. Let's see. The pillows that you have to go through and save. You're constantly going in and out of the dream world and the real world, and then like you can locate a pillow like right before a fight, and then you gotta go back into the dream world, and I'm like, okay, I'm here. It feels like I'm here for 2 hours, and it's,
Yeah.
There.
and then like you get through most of the main areas in the game,
And then
you're
there's this guy!
you get through most of the main areas of the game, and they're like, you know what? We're just gonna have you backtrack through every main area so you can build a bed to summon a giant fat bird to destroy a barrier on this floating house, and then you can go in and save your princess.
It is definitely how I feel about something like Tales of Berseria, where there is a good game in here, but it is like I think Dream Team is like, what, like 30 hours, something like that? Or like...
I'm pretty sure I'm not even 3/4 of the
I
way
think
done, and I'm
say
on
if like
18
it's a
hours.
30-hour kind of game. Like it is a 15-hour RPG trapped in the body of a 30-hour RPG kind of deal.
It's like it's literally just like, you know, I see that they were wanting to go bigger with this one just because, you know, they want to blow out expectations after Bowser's Inside Story, but this wasn't the way to do it. You're doing everything the wrong way.
That's my problem with something like Berseria. Like, I really like that game, but I'm not big on the combat, like I was saying on kind of a thing before. And then just the amount of backtracking in that game, because it's like a 45-hour RPG. It is really a 20-hour RPG with a shit ton of backtracking kind of deal in that.
Yeah.
Okay, my only exposure to Mario and Luigi was Bowser's Inside Story, so I'm sorry.
you played the one that mattered. So.
Yeah, you played
So
the best
sorry.
one in the series.
Thankfully, I think I still have my copy, so I can.
Yeah.
But still, okay, Tabby, is the backtracking in Dream Team better or worse than the Bob backtracking at the 1,000-Year Door?
Oh, it's worse. It's 10 times worse.
It's think of like Sophie. Think of that, but through the entire game, kind of deal.
Okay, let me explain this in a way that will retroactively piss you off. Okay, so you know how for General White, you know, you have to go back to previous areas, talk to one NPC, and then you move on to the next area. For Dream Team, you have to backtrack to almost every single area, and there's story shit that happens every single time you get back. And then there's this one dickhead in the park that's like, "Hey, I understand you're on this like really important quest so that you can save the princess. I need you to break a couple of rocks for me. There's not too many, just 30."
30.
I'm like, bruh, I am trying I'm trying to save the planet here, and you're making me break boulders, you stupid fuck. And, like, again, the pillows. Just why do I have to click? Like, you got this mechanic
Why
right.
motherfucking pillows?
It's like you got this right with the blitties in Bowser's Inside Story. You got it right the first time. Why'd you screw it up? Because, like,
what's it called? With Superstar, I love Superstar right up until Cacletta kind of deal. That's my big problem. That boss fight is way too fucking long.
like with regular Cacletta or
Cacletta Soul, the final boss of the game.
Okay, yeah.
Because like the Bowser Cacletta is like piss easy on that.
Yeah, I remember when we played the remake, you were on that for a while.
Yep.
I remember you were getting really frustrated. I'm like, I wish there was something I could do. I feel really bad. But I eventually want to sit down and I want to play the rest of the Mario RPG games, because I played a little bit of the Superstar Saga remake, and I want to finish it at some point. But I want to get an actual physical copy now that my 3DS works again.
Mm-hmm.
I have Partners in Time. I've played a lot of Partners in Time, but I got stuck on the final dungeon and I don't know where to go. So. Why did they remake Bowser's Inside Story? It was already perfect.
And bankrupt them.
I think release week, or I think even after a month, the game only sold 20,000 units.
Yeah, I think
20,000
36,000.
units.
I think 36,000 worldwide. I think is what it sold,
That's
which is fucking abysmal.
it's even for a Mario game, it's abysmal.
No, especially for a Mario game.
Especially for a Mario game.
Yeah, it is the worst selling Mario game in the entire of any franchise kind of deal. Any like franchise of Mario.
And there were Mario games that came out for the Wii U. That's baffling.
No, there were Mario games that came out for the Virtual Boy.
Yeah. So of those 36,000 copies, I have one. Do I regret it? Not really. No. It's still Bowser's Inside Story at the end of the day. It's just
a much worse version of it.
It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Like it's a bit slower, and they take some creative liberties here and there, but at the end of the day, it's still Bowser's Inside Story.
That art's... You can't perfect that art style, though. It feels weird. Like, I understand the pastel going for Dream Team. Yeah,
well, I think it's the other facts of, like, you know, the game is slower, of, like, those little changes add up over time kind of deal. Also, for whatever reason, they cut the frame rate in half, kind of deal as well.
Yeah, the Superstar Soccer remake was 60 FPS.
Yep,
This one was 30.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention, for some reason, Bowser has really fat fucking cheeks in Dream Team. It's like, you know that bit in Bowser's Inside Story where he gets stuck on the floor? Imagine,
he never recovered from it.
Yeah, imagine that face, but he just never recovered. Like, his body's back to normal, but he's got chipmunk cheeks throughout the entire game.
Reminds me of a fucking image I saw earlier today on the live, but it was like, I think just like some old movie theater like statues from the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, that like when they were making the rounds kind of deal. It was just them in like a dimmed back alley kind of picture, and just like the menacing aura that it gave off kind of deal in like the middle of the night, like.
Look at this doggy fly.
Look at that dog fly.
Can it be May yet? I really want it to be May.
Oh, for Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah, for Tears of the Kingdom.
I just want my Christmas
You know, honestly, since Ragnarok and Frontiers are coming out like early November, I don't know what I want for Christmas now. Like, I mean, I guess I could just be like, hey, Mom, just get me some stuff I could put in my fridge. Okay, thank you.
Could just be money
yeah.
at this point where you're at that point. You're not in college and shit.
Yeah, here's $10. Buy your own fucking gift.
Wow, this is worthless.
The thing about money is like I'm like I could buy my gift with this money, but I also want to save my. I feel especially hard because I got into a situation where I lost a good amount of money and I feel sad. So.
Yeah, the last little bit I'm actually going to be able to spend this year will be on Ragnarok, Frontiers, and the Ragnarok controller. I'm definitely going to get the controller because I don't get that controller, and it's going to be like $100 by next year.
I got you now, boom! Get him, doggy, get him!
Oh my god.
No, you. No.
Oh my god. That was the most pathetic thing.
Milla can rip certain bosses apart thanks to her ability.
love
That's why I don't think she's the hard mode. If you actually know how to use her stuff, like, holy shit, she breaks the game kinda hard.
Also, Torque gets kidnapped. Lilac, no. Milla does too.
Did Lilac just kill Steel?
Yeah.
What a bitch!
Mine.
Oh, look at these DeviantArt 1-pixel mouths. That's adorable. Oh, I wasn't aware we were in Oil Ocean from Sonic Mania.
Also, you guys noticing how faster this is going compared to the Carol playthrough from last week?
Wow. Been less of a. Clearly, we needed the.
We need to power a dog. As I get my ass into the mirror right now. Ah!
He just exploded like a freaking pillowcase!
Ow!
I want a mod of this game. Just whatever she dies, it's the werewolf scream. Just
Ah!
for no reason. Ah!
I am still waiting for. I need still one day the great compilation of Ray Chase screams. That's all, the one I still want to this day. For me on that, because like Ray Chase, amazing voice actor. I love him so much. But it feels like every time he is told to do a scream, he goes so much harder than it needs, kind of deal. So the context of when it's put in is always really funny whenever it happens.
You want a perfect example? Go play Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, like the Roy death scream is definitely
start
like
KO Roy and just be amazed.
No, it's like okay, and then there's for him to rise with like after the halfway point in the game, if Shion falls in battle, he lets out a very similar scream, and it's just like the middle of battle kind of deal. It's like it's usually like you're reviving her by the time he screams kind of deal. It's like it's okay, okay, she's right there, it's all right, man, it's all right.
Just giving him the death guard, like I'm right here. You don't need to scream in my freaking face.
Jesus Christ, Al,
like holy,
your ass
it's like
down.
it's like holy shit, dude. Like, is the soreness from wearing that helmet starting to get to you, man? Like, calm down.
I think all the pain in my hand is coming out at once when Shion dies.
Just like when Shion dies, and just the sword just starts burning him, even if he's not holding it.
Oh, I can feel the pain now! I can feel the pain now!
Ooh, kind of tickles.
Oh, it burns alive! Whenever I eventually do an Arise playthrough for Twitch, it will be a fun time on that.
Oh, it's
one day it's gonna happen.
But will it happen before or after Persona 5?
Okay, before, because it's not nearly as fucking long.
Yeah, it's not nearly as long. Like, I will say, that's one of the genuine things that really surprised me when I played Persona 5 for the first time. Like, wow, this game's going on for a while.
I think 5 was the first 100+ hour RPG I finished kind of deal, I think, so...
I think it was the first 100+ hour game I ever finished. Like, the only reason I ever got, like, more than 100 hours out of other games was just replaying them so often. Like, that's why I have almost, 1,000 hours in Smash Ultimate, and... Wait, hold on, let me look at my Hyrule Warriors game time.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Because I'm sure it's dwarfed by, like, my Mario Kart time, but...
Roxas, we are planning on starting, after Freedom Planet Pokemon Moon. I don't know what day yet, because I've just asked for my Kokons what day, if they want to join for that, what days are they available, so we're getting a date for that. After Little Nightmares, I don't know yet.
Gotta work. Oh, gee, I gotta get this cough checked out. Oh
That's
my.
not Tales of Arise.
I feel like whenever you bring it up, I feel like I'm on the time limit.
You play the game when you want to. You are in college. You have important things to do right now.
Isn't that what you said to me?
Yeah, but you are out of college at this point.
I started playing it when I was in college.
Hey, that was your decision to download that demo. I can't guarantee what happens after that.
Okay, you guys nudged me into getting the demo. So if anything, it's somehow your
I mean, at the end of the day, whenever it comes to Tales of Arise, blame Tyler. He is the sole culprit behind all of it.
Okay, let me see.
Tyler is...
Tyler!
It is a bitch.
It's okay. There's always that one series that your friend brain rots you into.
Hello, 13 Sentinels, Great Ace Attorney.
Okay, let me look at my software. Okay, so for Mario Kart 8, I have 360 hours.
Huh.
280 for Breath of the Wild. That surprises me.
You did 2 playthroughs for that, so...
Well, that's just off of my main profile, though.
Oh, okay.
And I think I did like a barely completed Master Mode playthrough on that, so... I think most of that's just probably me just running around being a dickhead Pyrofield. Let me see. 130 hours in 3D All-Stars, not surprising there. That's probably mostly Galaxy. 75 in the SNES online. I wouldn't be surprised if a majority chunk of that was the project I'm working on. 3 hours in NES. Oh, jeez. Oh, let's see. 20 in Splatoon 3, 35 in Mario Maker 2, 990 for Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh, I don't think I have that many. I think the also thing is, Temmie, I think a big reason for that is it being on during like Smash Club and stuff like that.
During Smash Club, yeah.
Yeah. So I always feel like my Smash number's a little inflated because of stuff like that, sort of deal.
Huh, my Hyrule Warriors stuff isn't here.
Turn your, just turn the game on real quick and it will pop on the, newest, because it does, like, your newest, games you played and stuff like that. Most recent played, rather.
Okay. Okay, I can take this cartridge out for a minute. Yeah, it's just Zelda. I can pop this out real quickly. Man, Mila's getting cooked. Electroshock therapy's a bitch.
I mean, that's what's happening to Lilac right now. Ow.
Alright, let me boot it up. I actually got to see how much more I have left to do in this game. Because it makes me sad I can't do the Hyrule Warrior streams anymore. So I actually need to give myself a good excuse to sit down and finish it.
It is so weird whenever I bring up that, you know, I think 3 Oaks is like the best of the Warrior styles. Everybody keeps bringing up like adventure mode for like being the reason of the original Hyrule Warriors. I'm like, bro, that if it doesn't have the adventure mode, that means I can actually finish the damn game at that point.
It's like everybody's giving adventure mode too much credit, man.
No, it's
just okay.
Like, dude, it's just an excuse to grind. It's way too long of an excuse. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, especially if you play Definitive Edition. Okay. Hyrule Warriors is 345 hours. Okay, that's a lot lower than I thought.
Okay.
I'll have to boot up my Wii U because I'm pretty sure that's in the thousands.
Yeah. I did play a lot of the original Hyrule Warriors, mostly because I played it a lot with my roommate back in college at back in Eastern when the game first came out.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that game has multiplayer. Yeah, let me look and see how many adventure mode maps there are now because man, this game got a lot of DLC. So, there's the Adventure map, there's the Great Sea map, there's the Master Quest map, there's the Master Wind Waker map, the Twilight map, the Termina map, the Koholint map, the Grand Travels map, and the Lorule map. That's a lot of maps.
You said the word map a lot of times there, yes?
I'm pretty sure map is in the 50s.
Yeah!
It's literally just a Sonic character. The guy's literally just a Sonic. Oh, is this like a little like mini game?
Yeah, but bonus room pretty much to get shields and extra lives.
Gets more stuff in too, but he is certainly the edge. He's certainly just edgelord.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He was gonna be a playable character before Freedom Plant 2 became a thing.
So did they just start working on him and they were like, wait, we could just make a sequel?
Yeah, because they were announcing Spade and Torque were gonna be 2 characters, and then they were like, "Hey, Freedom Plant 2!" It's like, what? But the other 2 characters were out. What? I'm not really sure what happened in between that. It's still very unclear.
It's like, what happened there?
Especially because they aren't playable in Freedom Planet 2 at all, but a brand new character is. So what the hell?
I think that's cool, but also like I feel like she was like the middle of the list of being playable, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, huh, okay. I mean, I like her enough.
I mean, you'd think that Torque would be playable just because of how like big he is in the story.
Yeah. And that he is playable in the game's beta and stuff like that. You can play him and like he is like a full-on Gunstar Heroes character. Like that is absolutely what he's like referenced to, kind of deal.
That's a shame that they didn't even make it.
Yeah, I think you can play through classic mode with him if you tried the beta. I tried to load it up. It wasn't really working, unfortunately, for me on that. But there's plenty of footage on YouTube you can check out if you're interested in that.
So, watching that boss reminded me, the project I'm working on right now, I fought Molduga a couple times in Link to the Past, and that boss ain't shit. I don't know what everybody's bitching about. That boss ain't shit.
Is that the one that can push you off, kind of deal?
Yeah. You can, like, he can bounce you off and, sends you back down a floor, or 2 floors if you're really unlucky.
I think it's people as kids, bro, like, you know, just, like, if you get, like, that unlucky run, kind of deal, just get put an entire damper on your day. Because his health restores every time you come back up.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I found the moth boss in the Skull Woods dungeon. That fight was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because they like to do the ice dungeon thing, where they like to put spikes on conveyor belts. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think once I'm done with Jack and Daxter, and you know, I know the DR stuff is going on, but that's definitely it gets uploaded when it's done kind of deal. It's not my main focus.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. I think what I'm gonna do after that, I do want to get to Ratchet and Clank again soon-ish, but not immediately after Jack and Daxter. So I think I'm gonna finally do my kind of quote-unquote sequels marathon. Do basically a bunch of the games that I've reviewed that have had sequels, like
Knack 2.
Knack 2. That is what I'm gonna end the whole marathon on, as the joke kind of deal, of me avoiding it the entire time.
Yeah. Because I think you also mentioned something about doing a Klonoa 2 review. Since
Klonoa 2 would be the start of that. I would probably do Force Unleashed 2, Freedom Planet 2. Probably I would fit Gunvolt 3 into there, I would say. Then trying to think what other ones have I only reviewed one of that have gotten sequels. I think that's about it, I think.
I kept meaning to ask you about, how does it feel to be doing YouTube content again?
It feels good. Like I said at the beginning, I'm almost 2/3 done with the Jack X video, and like started that like 2 days ago kind of deal. I'm like, holy! I'm like, whoa! I don't remember I think it wasn't since like Luminous Adventure 2 that I edited a video that fast, and that was because I had a deadline on that kind of deal. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I
need
just
to make
kind of
sure.
went to town on that out of nowhere.
You'll be surprised of how fast you can work when motivated. Like sometimes some drawings take week, other times I have a deadline. It's whoosh, it just.
I think it's just also like the last few videos I've had other people editing for. It's like, oh, you know, this actually goes way faster when I edit it. Kind of thing.
It also just depends on you don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely having other editors like Triforce has just been like a godsend when it comes to the DR videos, just because for that, for at least each of the games, I gotta do 2 videos for those kind of deals. So having a backup editor on that really helps.
It's a godsend, I imagine.
Yeah. Thankfully, once I am done with DR2, yeah, I'll be done with the 2 video nonsense for a while until V3, and that's the one I can't wait to do. The video. It's gonna be a fun time on that.
I will say, like editing, I just lose track of time when I'm doing it because I just get so into a scene and I check the time. It's like, gosh, it's been 2 hours already.
That's me when I script write, I feel like, a lot of the time, for me. Because I'll be like, I'll keep going on the video, I'll keep going and going and going and going. It's like, oh, I gotta keep track of the time.
I think it's just, I kind of reached the point where we're editing, I'm a lot more of a perfectionist on that. And it's not like drawing where I can just put on a podcast and just go on editing. I gotta actually have to focus on the sound. And
Oh yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
I cannot be in a Discord call. Okay, I think I can be in the Discord call when I edit. I can't be in a Discord call when I write, kind of deal. I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm unless it's like a really stupid meme that I'm doing in Premiere, I can't be in a Discord call and edit at the same time.
I
Because
can do
have
my
to listen to the
visual,
audio.
like if I'm in a Discord call, I can do like my visual edits kind of deal during that time.
Yeah.
Or like of just kind of getting rudimentary footage. Because usually how I edit is I make the audio skeleton and then I kind of put my base footage over that sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably if you're wondering why I wasn't in calls most of this weekend, I just went on like a hell march on that scene.
Death March. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, this is like the only week I can actually do this project because after that I'm gonna get sworn with, hey, the deadline for this is approaching. You gotta get your stuff done. I'm like, okay, I must sacrifice my drawing stuff for this. It's another struggle of being an animation student. You want to do so much, and then you're like, wait, what do you mean I have to prioritize one thing?
Yep.
Good, you didn't grow up a dog.
Yeah, I need to actually sit down and I need to get this I need to get this script recorded. I need to get the like live action footage recorded, which that's gonna be a bit hard because I'm gonna be using my ring light with my phone, and I'm just gonna have the voice of my professor just echoing through my head saying autofocus is bad, don't use it. But I kind of have to use it, so
Yeah, I mean, thankfully doing live action used to be like the biggest pain in the ass for me, but ever since I've gotten like the streaming setup, now it's not too bad because I just pop all of that stuff on and then boom, I'm ready to go at that point.
yeah. Well, see, I want to be the jackass that's in front of his shelf full of shit. So,
I mean that I kind of have that. It's just a side sort of deal, but so yeah.
I mean, at the very least, like, you know, like it's not like a shelf full of games. It's got like my consoles and like a bunch of books and stuff on it. So it's not necessarily a game shelf, and I can't really do camera shots of the game shelf right now just because it's only 2 shelves that have games on them. The rest is my sister's shit.
I mean, you can also do like the Scott and like Antude thing of like buy your computer monitor or stuff like that. But I personally don't like that because I'll use my computer monitor for my script to kind of deal. So
Yeah, I don't like how it shows up. Like, I don't like how the lights from the monitor show up on camera. I think it's just a little bit too bright when I have to do something like that.
What the?
Milla?
I was not supposed to do that. I skipped an entire section of the level unintentionally. Holy shit. Meow. It's not supposed to happen, guys.
I actually do have kind of like a funny gag that I gotta do for like a live action segment. So I have to film this prop master sword that I have covered up in blankets with like a wet towel on the hilt, like it's sick.
I can't wait if I ever get to the day when I do because one of the projects at some point this ain't gonna be anytime soon, but I really want to do Fire Emblem as a series at some point, kind of deal.
Oh man.
Well,
Yeah.
how are you gonna?
Like I would definitely break that up like Johnny is for Final Fantasy kind of deal of like do 3 at a time, do kind of like a generation at a time sort of thing, all that.
I guess you
Yeah.
can, like, out in logical order.
Yeah.
but
Though for the early NES ones, I would also do a video covering the remakes kind of deal, like right next to
Okay.
it, because like I was kind of debating on that sort of thing, but it's like it'll just be easier to cover them like when they're that early on. Plus, there's not many remakes right now in the series yet, so I got time.
Where's genealogy?
But I know whenever I get to Fire Emblem 6, I do need to do the wet noodle joke at that point for Roy's sword, like the pool noodle.
I may be a Fire Emblem fan, but I'm not crazy enough to go into the very early FE games and not lose my mind. You give me that speed up button and a save, I know how this RNG.
I mean, I feel like though for the reviews, I will unapologetically probably be using save states or stuff like that. Just for Fire Emblem, but I'm like, okay, how much bullshit do I gotta deal with on the way?
Oh no, I'm a bitch. If you give me the ability to do save states, I'm gonna do it. I did it all throughout Link to the Past. Especially for the ice dungeon. Oh fuck that dungeon! Oh
Yeah.
my god! Like I'm gonna be bitching about it in the video, but
Fuck you,
Fuck that.
Ice Palace.
the fuck you, Ice Palace! I hate you.
Well, I guess I can say this. Well, I need to get back on my Radiant Dawn, my Radiant Dawn research. I keep getting stuff coming up that influence me, but the good news is I think Radiant Dawn is like actually introduced like saving in the middle of battle.
Oh, doing like quick save and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Alright. I think honestly though, I'm not scared of doing Fire Emblem until we get to Fates in 3 Houses, and then I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna do those videos?
It's like, would you just do? Because Fates is like 3 different scenarios.
I
and
think
then,
3 Houses I would probably just do one playthrough, because I know how, I feel like I know kind of how I feel about it. It's just a different scenario that is that, and I know those pretty well at this point, so.
Fates is like entirely 3 different types of gameplay styles, and oh.
I know I'm just gonna be like, because I got this whole. I know eventually when I get to the Breath of the Wild video, it's like, oh my god, this like I need to make this as short as possible, or else this is gonna be like an.
Or else you're gonna be like Mockroc's like video that's like what 7 hours?
7 hours.
Those are the kind of retrospectives. Like, okay, look, an hour's my limit, dude. I can't go more than that.
It's like look, there were moments in Senior Sequence I stayed up till 5 in the morning editing 4-minute videos for a deadline. I don't think I can do that with an hour-long video, man.
Like, how long did that damn Crack and Time video take? And then there was the Jack 2 video.
God.
Well, that just series of events. That's just kind of what led to your burnout for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I would say that, and then IRL of not having a proper job kind of deal. Well, it was not having a proper job, but then my proper job being animation. Like, yeah. Safe to say, I was kind of stressed.
How well is the 3DS emulation, just in case? Are you talking about for Fates?
For Fates and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's fine. Trust me, I'm gonna be playing those games probably via through emulation and stuff like that, because DLC and shit, which you won't be able to access anymore.
I thought you were gonna be able to at least still like download it if you already have it.
But if I'm recommending it for a video and shit, you know.
Good point. Good point.
Hey, so by then maybe people will actually have translated the Fate stuff. You never know.
Maybe by then 3DS capture cards will be more like more.
Oh, that's a fever dream right there.
I love when they made Halloween and spring themed stuff and they never localize it, even though that's like the most popular video. I'm not salty at all. Oh no, tank.
Actually, Pat, out of curiosity, what was the last time you used your 3DS capture card?
Last time that I actually used it, I know I used it in the Shantae video, like, way back. I know, which, retroactively, I would not do that again now at this point. I think it might have been a Smash 3DS stream, might have been the last time I used it, I think.
Oh, really?
Oh, the animation class, yeah, it's going well right now.
Hey.
Currently about to be working on, walks into, run cycles and stuff like that, so.
Hey. But yeah, like, out of curiosity, I've just been looking up, like, trying to find any, like, pre-owned 3DSs with built-in capture cards.
Oh yeah, you ain't finding that shit on that.
Oh, you're not finding it for anything below $200.
Yeah, because remember the custom those were custom installed into that.
Yeah, I know that there is a company that does to where they'll send you the parts and then you can install it yourself, but it still ain't cheap.
Yeah, I had mine installed by like the main guy who did them before his shop closed down.
Yeah, it's not the Katsukitty.
No, it's not Katsukitty. It was the other one.
Yeah, because I've heard the Katsukitty ones aren't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that in the days when Smash 3DS was coming out and how the Katsukitty one sucked ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, aside from Link Between Worlds, good thing there aren't too many 3DS games I'd want to look at. Because
you say now.
Yeah, I say for now. Who knows? Maybe at some point I'll get the budget to where I can buy a pre-owned one, but shit's like $300-400, man.
Because I know you're probably gonna want to use some footage for that when you get to Ocarina of Majora's Mask kind of deal if you do this Zelda retrospective stuff.
Yeah, because the last thing I want to do is just point a camera in front of the 3DS and record
yeah,
it
no.
that way.
In 2022, hell no.
2022. Not only am I
we are not in 06, 07 anymore. We have technology.
we have the technology. Like maybe I'll do it as like a camera shot. Like, oh, by the way, you can also get this game on the 3DS or something like that. But I have the case of the game, so I can do it that way. But, you know, like, maybe I could, like, download footage off the internet, but at the same time, my download speed isn't the greatest.
Maybe...
It took me 20 minutes to download a 500 megabyte Sonic Frontiers video. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, maybe if you ever do get those videos, hit me up, and I might be able to record you some footage kind of deal. We'll have to maybe think of, like, some kind of compensation or something, but maybe we can do that.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah,
For now, for now, when I get to Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, I'm not gonna go in depth with it. I'm just gonna be like, okay, you can buy these games. You can buy the 3DS versions. They're good versions, but I don't have the budget to get footage of this, so we're gonna move on. And, like, as much as I want to cover it, that's also kind of the reason why I'm not going to do Link Between Worlds. Like I could do it on Citra, but Citra's always been such a pain in the ass for me to set up. And like I'm already going to have a lot on my plate for this as it is, because I'm going from Link to the Past to frickin' Breath of the Wild. I think I don't think I need one more.
Why are you doing that?
Because I hate myself, Patrick. I hate myself.
I thought you want to do YouTube. What the hell? Why do you want to burn yourself out? That?
Well, I like my mindset is like I'm editing a lot of the stuff very casually. I'm doing this very casually, and a lot of these games I already kind of know like the back of my hand, so when it gets to like actually recording them, it should be fine. But I don't know, we'll see when we get there, because I can already think of one game that's going to give me a lot of trouble. I'll give you a hint, it begins with an S.
Sonic.
I hate that blue bastard.
Shadow.
I hate him too.
I hate all of them.
Except for Silver, he's a good boy.
But play gets Silver though. Fuck.
He's really nice.
And yeah, like I figure like it'll like I should have enough time to have everything, or like most of it done before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. But I'll just have to see how this Zelda marathon actually goes, because at the end of the day, I really don't care if it doesn't get off of the ground. I just want to make videos because I just want to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Like my whole philosophy is like, if I can at least make like one person laugh or get one person to be a little bit more informed, then I've already completed the goal I set out to
And
do.
then you'll get 10 people asking where the hell's the other one, or why did you forget to talk about blah blah blah. Welcome to the YouTuber business.
You know what? I'll call them out. See how they like it.
It's a good thing. Maybe it's good I'm not as famous as an artist yet, because then people would be like, why aren't you doing fan art of this?
Make a fan art of my fandom!
I think I already have that because a Sonic artist I recently started to follow just went on a trip to Disney World, and now he's just brain rot with the 3 caballeros. It started with an OC, and suddenly he's making an entire plot line around it.
Oh no.
It's like,
I know, Smio.
Yeah, I'll square up in the comments. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Oh, actually, did I tell you guys about the score I was able to get for a new tripod?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so, a little while ago, my great uncle, had passed away, and, my grandpa was, helping his family, like, go through his belongings and stuff like that, and my grandpa, like, loves tools. Like, he loves to get any tools he can get for any projects that he works on, because he does like a lot of like woodwork and stuff like that. So he brought all of my great uncle's like tools and equipment and stuff out to his house, and he's like, okay, I want to make all 4 of my grandsons a toolbox that they can have when they get a bit older. So he's like, okay, you and your brother can come out and you guys can look at some stuff, see what you want for your toolbox, and whatever you don't want, it's fine. I'll find somebody else who can get it. We're going through this stuff. I found an unopened tripod that extends taller than me. And I'm like, okay, I know this isn't a tool, but can I go ahead and take this? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. So I got a free tripod.
Pog.
And like it's never been opened, it's never been used. It's in perfect condition, and it works with my camera. I don't know how much I'm going to be using it because, like I said, I'm going to be using my phone with my ring light. But
I've had a lot of tripods throughout my time. The big problem with them is like once you lose that middle piece kind of deal, or like some part of it snaps off, then the entire tripod is kaput at that point.
Yeah.
Because I used to have the camera on the tripod, and I used to also have a full-on mic stand for my blue snowball kind of deal. Thankfully, the Yeti Nano that I use now just has its own like mini desk stand, and I much prefer that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my blue Yeti X came with like a little stand that it has, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I don't have to. Well, I'm probably at some point gonna get an arm for this, but right now I'm really not too concerned.
Yeah, I don't really have an arm for mine because I just always like whenever I've tried to use an arm, the mic always tends to just like fall off at some point, or like the stand does too. So
that was the problem that I had with my. Oh my god, it just exploded.
Yeah, no, I got my shit right.
Well, that's the problem that I had with when I still used my blue snowball. On the arm, it would just twist and lean and fall, and like I'm surprised I just didn't sit down and just wrap duct tape around it, just trying to keep it still. But yeah, like I'm in no rush to get an arm for it, especially when it's sitting on the desk and do the job just fine. But yeah, I gave the script one more read over yesterday. I looked through it again today, and I think I'm at the point where I'm confident enough in doing the actual recording sometime this week. I want to try to get this video done by Halloween, but I'm running out of time.
There. Wah!
It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter.
See, originally, Majora's Mask was going to be the Halloween review, and then shit happened.
see, that always reminds me of he made the joke way later on, but when Martin Lil Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge just put at the end of one thing of like new episodes every week kind of deal. And one of the jokes later on is Merrick watching the episode. Wait, hold on, this is my favorite part. New episodes every week.
So how many more levels do you got?
This is we got this level and then the 4 final dreadnoughts. So we're getting pretty close.
Okay. So do the bosses just not have like visible health bars at all?
Nope. Only the final boss has a health bar on him.
That is weird. So I assume since you're playing as Milla, you won't be fighting the
Oh
Milla
yeah, that
beast dog.
that stage just doesn't have a boss with Milla on that one. Weirdly enough.
She just walks in. She just walks in. And she's like, I feel like something's supposed to happen, but I can't put my finger on it.
You don't want to know, person. You don't.
Big sister Lila.
Stop.
Boink.
Bunk.
Oh. There's a Sonic motorcycle helper hanging on Sally.
What? English, please.
Why did you design it like this? Why?
It's the
Oh.
it's the bottom right one that's making me laugh on that.
What?
He have his arms on the side too. Just plastered it on his face and called it a day. You know, it's actually funny. I haven't found a single weird Halloween costume of Sonic at that store. Like they had like ones for kids, but they did the thing where they make it like into like little pajama hoodies.
Ah, that's not a real one.
Ah yes, I would totally take that one where you can dress up as Sonic with a skirt on.
Scoozy?
You know.
Yeah, I have no knowledge of it existing.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know about it?
I don't, actually.
Oh, thank God. I meant that's what the boss said, dude, not your knowledge, you know.
Oh, boy, what? Oh, that, okay. It's, I like the heels.
Nice heels.
I mean, probably just because they kind of remind me of Blaze's heels, but still, nice heels.
Nice kicks. Ice cream in winter? Okay.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Sometimes he needs sometimes he needs something cold, even when it's cold.
Like we had winter temperatures for a bit, and then it became hot again. I'm like, no, I want my temperature for my soups.
We've been extremely warm the past couple days, and I got so excited because it started getting cold. I'm like, okay, it is fleece blanket season. I am gonna just hop in the room and just layer myself with all these blankets. It's gonna be amazing. Very next day, 85 degrees. I'm like, are you kidding me?
We had a good cold front this year. Just the problem is you don't know if it's gonna come out in November or very late winter. And by the time that happens, I'm like, okay, now I want to be spring again. I think that the only downside is that my winter wardrobe is very limited, so I'm like...
I can't imagine why. Can't imagine.
Nope, I have no idea why.
Like, it's not my fault I replaced most of my wardrobe with summer dresses.
I feel like the day you eventually come up north to see us, you're going to have a very big problem when you realize winter is the only season we have, kind of deal.
Yeah, Sophie just precaution, don't come to Ohio. We will have every season of the year in just random intervals. It decides
throughout
when
the
it wants
day.
to be. Throughout the day. Like the horror stories you've heard about Ohio, they are true.
Oh my.
I mean, that's just the Midwest in general. Because
Yeah.
Michigan has the same thing.
Yeah, but I'd argue Ohio probably has that worse. It's more often than not when I was up in Michigan, it was somewhat the same season throughout most of the time. Oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah, no, I feel like every state has their own like horror stories of what they deal with. I mean, I literally, you know how everyone likes to depict Florida.
I mean, it's not like you guys had a giant, hurricane that came through or anything like that.
Every summer it'd be like that. It's like, go away.
Fend for your life once again.
It's
the Hunger Games have begun.
Like, I don't even remember being that common. It's just these recent past few years. It's like, oh, the hurricane's back. Everybody's like, ah.
Nah, shit. Here we go again.
And they say Florida is the place to go when you want to retire. What a bunch of assholes.
Do you say that too? All these people from up north keep thinking, go to Florida. No, you got a haul ass every few months at that point.
Look, it's pretty nice here, but you gotta be prepared for what kind of weather is over here. Throw away all those jackets now, or unless you're one of those weird people who wears the jackets in high school. Ah.
Like varsity? What about varsity jackets? Yeah, right?
Yeah, the most we really have to deal with up here is just, tornadoes. Every once in a while, maybe a hurricane. Not a hurricane, an earthquake.
I always get tornado warnings, but I never actually...
Yeah, the thing about tornadoes in Michigan is I am always out of town every time there is actually a tornado kind of deal, and I come back in the aftermath.
I mean, unfortunately, my family's the kind of like, oh, a hurricane's coming, okay, we're buckling down. Meanwhile, I'm like, can we just leave?
Can we just go?
I remember, right when I got back from college, we went over to Western Ohio for something, and I get a video from my brother-in-law, and okay, so my brother-in-law, when you think of stereotypical country accent, that is what my brother-in-law has. And I just get this video of him, with his phone pointed at his face, and right behind his shoulder is a funnel cloud about to touch down. And, he's not like, oh shit, I better get out of there. He's like, woo! It's a twister!
Woohoo! I just imagine it like Sonic Adventure. Woohoo!
Like in Ohio, we don't run and hide from tornadoes. We will get lawn chairs out and barbecue when a tornado shows up. It's a spectacle. Unless it actually gets really close, and then we have to go.
Then we're like, oh shit.
Tornadoes have never really been a problem for my family personally, because we live right next to my great grandma, and she has a pretty sizable basement. So whenever there's like a twister or a tornado that comes through, we just run over to her house and
Go,
just
doggy, go.
chill out in the basement.
I think we reached the point where mostly everyone's houses have to be hurricane-proof at this point. But...
Yeah.
When I was young, we apparently got really lucky because our house was actually facing alongside the winter tornadoes, so our house didn't get as badly damaged. My room did get flooded though.
Aww.
we also had to get rid of our giant tree in the front yard, and that made me sad.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, since we've been talking about video stuff all this time, remind me after a stream there is something I want to show you guys from the Jack video that I've been working on that I'm really happy with. So that I made a great discovery on recently while editing. So.
Okay, clearly not even Milla can escape the death trap of these late games.
Yeah, this is like one of the most dangerous spots in the whole game, this part. It is just a wall. That is all it is.
I just love this tweet from the Game Apologist. All of the Phantom on Twitter needs to go to their rooms without dinner. The game is out in 2 weeks. Calm yourself. I'm actually, at the very least, with my big project this semester, I'm actually glad I scheduled it so all of the hard work happens earlier in the week, so that way when Frontiers comes out, I'm like, okay, it won't feel as bad playing this. Go Milla, kill the panda. So I think that would be interesting because from what I've seen from 2, he actually gets some. I don't even remember his name. I'm so sorry. He actually gets some characterization, so that's neat.
Fuck. Cube! Cube! The cube!
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 Look at my lime Minecraft block.
I am in create mode.
Actually, it's called creative mode. Ooh, that's actually perfect. Okay. Oh, this is this is gonna be stupid.
Go down.
Okay, hold on, let me...
Holy fly!
Ah!
You're almost the final dreadnought. It is right there. Come on.
Yeah!
Okay, the gas tank can explode and hurt you. Good to know.
Milla's like, ah!
That is her animation right before she dies. she gets turned into that thing, so.
Okay, and then put a stroke on it. That is dope.
Now you're at the fun part of YouTube, laughing over your own dumbass jokes, and then it's everything.
And once we get done with stream, before we do the Jack stuff, remind me, I gotta show you this stupid picture I made for the review.
You should be editing, but I'm looking at this cool thing I made in Premiere.
But look at this cool shit right here.
Man, this guy's an asshole.
I think this might be Milla's hardest stage. This one, I think.
Notably. No, I think comparatively, one thing I've learned when having to do all these After Effects stuff for school, all my files are extremely messy. I'm like, oh. It's just, I think it's more of a pain because I know if I move something in the wrong place, my entire file would just go, like, short-circuited.
Yeah, usually when I have to do an After Effects project, I just try to keep everything in the same folder.
Yeah.
But sometimes that doesn't work.
See, my stuff is frankly, all over the damn place. Kind of deal.
I don't know how helpful I've been trying to keep all the assets in one Photoshop file.
Yeah, I once the Link to the Past review gets done, I need to like get my hard drive out and just move everything that's in my SSD drive and just put it on my other drive. That way I have everything clear.
Yeah, I mean, I have a dedicated HDD on my computer dedicated just to footage and stuff like that, of where I put it until the end of a marathon kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get rid of that shit after that, because I don't need it anymore. Damn it!
She's dead. She's dead.
Yeah, dead dog. Eh. Eh. I got a head on it, Burley.
Oh, did you guys see the trailer for the new Ant-Man movie?
No, I've seen the poster and stuff like that make the rounds, but not the actual trailer.
Another movie. It's been like 12 episodes, like format shows back to back. It feels like. Apparently, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween special now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Halloween special. That just looks like it's just gonna be plain old fun.
At least
They say that now.
I hope.
I don't know. I got faith in it because James Gunn. So.
Yeah.
Please don't ruin Guardians of the Galaxy for me.
You're all I have left.
Spider-Man goes to the galaxy and be like, oh, the only last things I'm somewhat interested in this cinematic universe right now.
Of course, this douchebag has a shield.
That's like the whole point of the fight, is to get rid of the shield.
It just looks like there's so much obnoxious shit.
This fight's a lot easier with the other two. And Milla, yeah, no, this fight can be a pain in the ass. There we go, finally, my god. No, they go through, Warbot, it's because they home it on you, they go through, onto the other side for Milla on that.
He did. Oh, he exploded.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's like 24 fucking minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that's Mila's hardest stage by far.
And because we're playing classic mode, transition.
Yeah, no transition.
Oh, are they launching the death egg now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wait, is it legit pretty much just a death egg?
It's flying fortress in the sky.
Into space.
Son of a bitch.
It's almost like this is a Sonic fan game or something.
That's a good point, actually.
Listen, every there's always gonna be one indie game based off of something.
Yeah.
Literally 3 main characters, 3 different playstyles. I wonder what it means.
Interesting reaction, but what does it mean?
What does it mean?
Usually the speed characters, and then would Carol count as a power character?
I guess she would be the power character, yeah. I guess if we're going by Team Sonic comparisons.
I don't know, I never played this game.
Well, she would be power if she just keep the dang motorcycle.
So what are the yin and yang collectibles?
Oh,
that
those
you
get you to the bonus room at the end of the stage on that.
Ah, okay.
Thankfully, the final Dreadnought stages are pretty short, so should be relatively smooth sailing for the rest of this. Oh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. The dog is fine, the dog is fine. Repeat, the dog is fine.
Okay.
Alright. Now some force fight. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I'm bringing it up now of all things, but we were kind of talking about it yesterday, that with the interview Johnny did for Izuka, kind of deal. Because Johnny was kind of taken back at first because he thought when he asked like, what was your favorite Sonic game to develop for? Like, he said, Knight kind of deal. I was like, Black Knight? What the fuck? But, if you actually look into his history, he thinks, like, honestly, he was gonna say Knights, for that one kind of deal before, like, you realize, oh, Sonic game, that.
Yeah.
Because if you actually go into it, Izuka's basically the actual one behind Knights. So pretty much everything behind it, besides, like, you know, like, he didn't do the character designs or the programming like the other two, but, like, everything that kind of makes the Knights aesthetic and stuff like that was basically all him on that, if you actually, like, look into it and such.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what's that? They can't hear you.
I just thought like at the end of the interview, he was like, "Will you sign my copy of your least favorite Sonic game?"
Everyone be like, what's your favorite Sonic Adventure 2? The entire Twitter, oh, he said it!
I love that for more of the fact it can be used for either side of the argument on that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Black.
Imagine you're going to Hawaii to Itachi Izuka! It's kind of weird because Hawaii would be good, but I never really have any interest of going to Hawaii because I technically already live in that kind of environment.
Yeah, I mean for a Floridian kind of deal, I would assume not as much appeal on that.
It's just the same. This is just the same.
Yeah.
My daily life.
I mean, I've been to Hawaii back when I was right, I think 2014. So it was basically right as I finished high school. My parents were doing a anniversary there, and they brought me and my sister along for that because, you know, it's Hawaii. What the hell else are we gonna go?
Yeah.
Honestly, New York has been more of like the dream vacation, just because like, it's a city, this is cool, oh my gosh, Broadway. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
look at all these discounted Elmos.
See, like, I think that's another one of those things. New York is just kind of another home away from home for me because that's where my sister lives now. So, like, we go and visit there so many times that I'm pretty familiar with New York now at this point.
Does your sister live in like New York City, or does she just live in New York?
She used to live in Washington Heights area, and now I believe in more of the Brooklyn area. I believe she lives in now.
Okay, because I know living in New York City itself.
Oh yeah. I mean, no, it does not matter where you live. New York's expensive as fuck. Kind of deal.
Just in general.
Yeah, but like if you're living on the like in Manhattan, which is like the main part of New York, Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at this fascinating city structure.
Oh my god.
It also helps once again helps the fact that I literally, like, not only do I have Hawaii's climate, I literally live near a beach.
Yeah, so not as much appeal again for you on that.
So speaking of which, I do want to eventually get to visit Colombia soon. It's been ages. Now that I have a phone, I can actually take pictures of it.
I hope at some point my family and I can go back to Hilton Head, South Carolina. We always loved going there.
Yeah, I think
And that,
trying to think of like all the places I want to go. Like I still definitely want to, you know, obviously Japan at some point, but I think
Japan.
yeah, I think let's see, I think Italy is one I really want to go to at some point. Later on, I would have to go. But yeah, I think the rest is mostly domestic travel at this point for me.
yeah, I don't really have too much interest aside from maybe like Scotland. I don't have much trouble traveling outside of the U.S. Maybe Canada, because I want to see bagged milk.
I've been to Canada one time, but that was for a camping trip, so, you know, that.
I would stay there for around the Montreal area.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat.
Like, you know, like, I would also like to go to British Columbia, because that's kind of like the animation gaming capital of Canada, kind of deal, so.
Yeah. I see.
It's for work-related stuff.
You know how extremely mad I am when they took out Blue Sky. I'm like, dang it, my one East Coast opportunity.
Yep. Well, to be fair, I keep seeing a lot of posts for animation stuff on LinkedIn all the time in Florida. So you guys at least have some stuff, just not necessarily entertainment kind of side of things.
We eventually have a lot of like it's either like simulations or whatnot. I know recently they've been talked of how like we have a nearby military base that we can use for like make simulations for that.
I mean, for us, it's obviously like all auto industry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It also probably helps. We technically have one of the best animation programs here, even though it's like a pain to get into the character animation program specifically. It'd be like, oh, you want to do you want to make an entire film for your last 2 days? Okay, we have 30 spots. Get in line. I mean, looking back now, I don't know if it's a blessing or I don't know how I feel like if I actually got accepted or not. Just because I feel like with the major I am now, I feel like I can just play around with a lot more stuff than I would have.
Fuck. Ah.
Some nice looking elevators you got right there.
Please give me help. Please give me help. Please give me help. Please give me help.
I'm just in the tedious part of this project where I'm like, oh, I gotta color in everything now.
Fuck.
So this is 2 of 4?
Yeah. This is probably one of the longer, probably the longest phase of Final Dreadnought, I would want to say. Especially with Milla.
Yeah.
Come on. Please, please. Just get the key. There you go. Bye. Oh, yeah, I do not remember Final Dreadnought being this hard with Milla.
You know, I can kind of understand where the hard mode could be.
Yeah.
Focus specifically on this. It'll unfortunately be like your lasting impact on her.
Yeah. To be fair, when I go back to Freedom Planet, I'm usually playing Lilac, so... Fuck! Oh, YouTube UI changed? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, here we go again!
Alright, let me...
What happened? I don't see anything yet.
Yeah, this looks the same.
It's gonna be probably rolling out within the next few days for everyone.
Are there screenshots? of this possibly? Oh, they're new costumes for Fall Guys that are SpongeBob themed. That's cool.
Bye.
Alright, hold on, let me just look this up on Twitter real quick.
Fuck. I'm so done with this level now.
Wait, hold on, have they rolled out already?
What?
Okay, no, I still have them. I saw a couple screenshots on Twitter. People were already getting the cropped thumbnails, or like the like circular rectangular boxes for those.
What?
What?
Yeah. I guess soon they're gonna be rolling out to where like thumbnails for YouTube videos are gonna be more circular. Oh, that's okay. Hold on, let me actually click on a video and then see if
That is a choice.
Hurts you gonna fuck over everybody else. Everybody trying to make thumbnails at this point because we're kind of.
I like thumbnails.
Well, I mean, it's not
Is it more like curved edges kind of deal?
curved edges. Like so,
Okay,
like
okay,
the
okay.
corners are gonna be curved.
Yeah.
Still gonna be
Okay,
rectangular.
we're good. We're safe.
Okay. I thought you were talking like it's gonna be a circle now. I'm like, what?
Oh, that'll be the day that YouTube dies.
Also, man, Vandalize has just been my brain rot for months now.
Have a better way.
I have been listening to almost nothing but Vandalize, and I'm here.
Yeah, I'm still not into I'm here yet.
I've been warming up to it though. The Sonic musician I follow, Victor, he just pulled out a really nice like rendition for that version of I'm Here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I also kind of prefer it more than the official one.
Somebody did a version that extends it a little bit, and ooh, I like it.
I also remember the
Nice.
like the I'm Here anime, like the Sonic anime they made with that song. Like, oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's letting up. I am done with this level. I want to move on, please.
I'm gonna go home.
Damn it! Ah. I'm gonna be done. Not having fun anymore.
Jeez, I just looked at the timer. 10 minutes.
Ah, finally.
Ah, freedom!
Oh, is it done?
No, but we reached the checkpoint.
Oh. It's that much closer.
That section is not designed with Milla in mind.
Oh. It's only now I noticed how much I put her waste there. I'm so sorry, Sal. I will be brave even though I'm gonna
You're
get my
gonna
ass
fucking
upset.
die.
I will clean that up in post. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm kind of too far enough to be like that.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
How much more pain must you endure, this poor little doggy?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I am like this close.
Yep.
I am this close for stream ending, guys. I'm sorry, holy fuck. I do not remember Milla being this bad.
We understand. It's understood now. We're fine. We can get through it, but.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to the next game over. After that, I'm calling it at that
Did
point.
we get a single game over with Carol?
I don't. I forget if we actually got a full game over with her or not. Oh my god. Ugh.
I feel like I would remember that. That's what makes me like, huh.
Okay, we did it. According to the chat.
So. It's not the hard mode as procedurally get destroyed in this final section. It's like the game came as like, is that a threat? And just.
Hey, it just knows with Milla. They don't have the whole they don't need oxygen thing for her. Huh. Weird.
I wonder what that means in the Milla lore.
Does she go for this level before the others, or?
Well, Freedom Pad 2 finally explained what is a Milla.
Besides that dog.
That can do silly potion things.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Just
Fuck!
fuck.
Yeah, no. I think we're done.
Okay.
You know what? This is canon. This is how she gets kidnapped, and then the boss fight happens at that point. Yeah.
Bada boom. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the whole part about the prince dying. We can just rewind time just a wee
It
bit.
happens in all versions, so.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't want to end the free to play on one playthrough like that, but I guess that's how it would be. But thank
Are
you
you gonna show
It
Force?
is what it is.
thank you for watching. We're gonna be starting Pokemon Moon very soon, and then Little Nightmares wraps up Thursday, and yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Adios.